I know that when I go to sleep at night, I'll be a little bit smarter than I was when I woke up in the morning because of the course of the day. I'm learning, I'm getting more information, I'm reporting on what's going on, and it's just a pleasure to be able to do that.
Who or what inspired you to become a journalist?
I sort of fell into journalism. It was almost by accident. Someone said, did you ever think of becoming a foreign correspondent? And I said, a foreign correspondent? The Reuters news agency, which is a British news organization, at that time was hiring some young entry-level kinds of journalists. And I had no experience, but I did have a good academic background. And to my amazement, I got hired.
I've seen you dance several times on various talk shows that you've been on. Do you think you can dance?
I'm not a good dancer, but I like to do it. It's fun. Dancing has never been my strength, but I'm adequate, not great. When I went on the Ellen Show, I came out there and everybody sort of dances, although Anderson Cooper refused to dance when he went out there. Unlike Anderson Cooper, I had the guts and the strength, the self-confidence, and the ability to dance with Ellen. I'm very proud of that. And then, at the BET Soul Train Awards in Atlanta a year ago, you know what? I met Dougie Fresh, the inventor of the Dougie, and there I was doing the Dougie. So I did it, and it's something, I did. What can I say?
My question for you is, who was your best and worst interview guest?
I have to say one of the best ones, if not the best one, was with Nelson Mandela, shortly after he became president of South Africa. But I've had some other good interviews. The worst interviews are too many to mention, so I won't mention those. I get a lot of questions like that, Wolf, from viewers about my beard. I just trimmed it, by the way, yesterday. And I have a little machine that has a little safety guard on it. It goes, takes a few seconds, and I trim it usually once or twice a week. Very simple. I remember at the 1996 Republican convention in San Diego. I remember walking from the hotel to the convention center with Tom Johnson, who was then the president of CNN, and I just sort of said to him, Tom, I'm thinking of shaving my beard because you can see it's beginning to get gray and making me look old, and maybe I don't need it anymore. He looked at me and he said, Wolf, shave your beard. He said, I'm thinking of getting an insurance policy for your beard. It's your brand, it's your trademark. You became famous with that beard. You can't shave it.
Wolf Blitzer. Do people ask you about this name, as it always reminds me of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and one of the deers are named Blitzen?
Good question. That's the most frequently asked question I get when people hear my name. They always say, well, what's your real name? The truth is, my real name is Wolf Blitzer. Blitzer is the family name. Wolf was my maternal grandfather's name, my mother's father. Saturday Night Live, right after the first few days of the first Gulf War back in January 1991, had a Wayne's World episode in which they were saying, going through all the reporters who were then becoming, quote, famous.
Worst name, CNN Pentagon correspondent Wolf Blitzer. Yeah, you're right.
It's so obvious the guy made it up for the war.
So they had a little fun with my name, but I can assure you my real name is Wolf Blitzer. Didn't make it up.